It's time! Cincinnati, we gon' rise and up. In the jungle, we united up. Trippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move rockin' on? Now who wanna move tossing on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em. Yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em. Bingo bottle, never stop it. So the beast of feasting on 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes? Flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins.
It's the roller coaster, baby. Welcome to the official tampering period in the NFL. I am Dell Altman here with Bengals and Brews, joined by the Iceman, Sports with Strawberry Ice, Jeff Trinapool, and Gregor09, Greg Luther, my brother from another mother, the man from Rally Round the Natty. What is up, boys? What is up? I know we're excited about Pratt. We just got the Von Bell news, but overall feelings.
So I'm ecstatic and shocked about Pratt. I thought he was going. I was pretty sure we're going to sign Bell. So I'm happy, and I'm going, damn it! I'm like, I wanted Bell back.
Yeah, I mean, Bell was my number one priority. I mean, I remember I was getting ready to leave work, and then I saw we got Jermaine Pratt. I'm like, holy crap, and all that. And, so shocked is the word right now, in a good way and in a bad way right now.
Maybe they'll shock us again and they'll re-sign Jesse Bates. Please,
yeah,
please.
I don't know.
I still want a right tackle. We don't have a right tackle yet. I want a Luminor.
All right, so let's just
my fingers hurt from refreshing my Twitter all day.
Do any of you have a phone by you right now, just in case something updates?
Well, I've had it by me all day. It's right here, dude.
Mine's always by me.
I'll be looking at it.
So I can't get updates. All right, cool.
So let's start with just the free agency period kicks off. It's like, damn, we're not doing anything because it's 30 seconds in, and last year we had already came to terms with Kappa at that point. So, our Jawan Taylor dream is dead, stranger, but he got 4 years, $80 million. I mean, come on, we just couldn't do it.
I hope this blows up the Chiefs' face, dude. I hope it does.
Yeah, because even when he was coming out from Florida, he was a projected top 10 pick, but he was still, even then, supposed to be a right tackle. He ended up falling to the second round because there was concerns about his work ethic and things like that, reportedly,
Right.
But that's why he fell. He's very durable, did everything he was supposed to in Jacksonville. Not a good run blocker, good against the pass block, but I did not see 4 years, $80 million, and moving him to left tackle.
Yeah. Go ahead, Greg.
No, never. I wasn't, because I'm like that. How is that they can afford Juwan Taylor? And I was reading earlier they were trying to get Laramie Tunsil. I'm like, how can they afford all this? But then when I found out the reason why he got all that money, because the most we thought Taylor was going to get is 15 or 16 million, and turns out they're turning him into a left tackle. So
yeah.
I mean, still a good job, right? I guess the Chiefs have this thing. They did the same thing with Landon Brown. Went from right tackle, they moved him to left tackle. So we'll see what happens and all. So, free agency is just something right now. One positive note, though, also Hargrave, we just found out, was offered more money by the Browns, and he still goes.
I haven't seen that stuff. But how scary is that San Francisco D-line, adding Hargrave, DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa?
Oh, my God.
Ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous, dude. I'm like, they still got a quarterback, though.
That's what I was going to say. They're a quarterback away.
They got everything except the damn quarterback.
Kind of a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, one of the first deals we've seen, too, especially going back to the line, because we're still kind of hoping we get some movement there, right tackle, but that market seems to be drying up. Right away, we had McGlinchey, $87.5 million. He went to the Broncos. They were reporting the Bears. He ended up going to the Broncos, probably a bidding war. He probably took the highest dollar. That's how it goes. So that kind of, I was already thinking, well, Jawan Taylor's unlikely now because that's McGlinchey's a right tackle also.
Illuminor.
Yeah,
that's Illuminor.
Andrew Wiley, another guy from the Chiefs, played right tackle all year last year, played great in the Super Bowl against Hassan Reddick. He signed for the Commanders to be reunited with Bieniemy. He signed for like $8 million per. So on the cheaper end of the right tackle deals, you have Wiley.
Bengals, someone tweeted in our group chat, Hurst coming back, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Okay, Greg, you can't just report anything from the group chat because they don't
know any more than we do.
Okay, sorry, I got excited.
But so we're waiting on some Bengals news to drop, right? I'm on the way home. I get off the phone with Jeff. I'm like, I'm running a little late. I'll be on there as soon as I can. Jeff calls me back and he says, hey, we just signed Jermaine Pratt. I was like, oh, what? That one I was expecting maybe Bell. So Jermaine Pratt, and then the deal, 3 years, $7 million per, $21 million overall. Contract breakdown I don't have right in front of me, but basically $7 million per, being 3 years. I didn't think he'd come back for that cheap. So what did you guys think on that and bringing him back?
Well,
I was happy. I thought he was going to get way over 10 million. I remember listening to James Rapine. He said he's going to get way over 10 million. He was graded out by Pro Football Focus as, I believe, the best pass defending linebacker. And those are very hard to find. I mean, I was shocked. I mean, I thought it was a fake account or something that said something like this. I expected didn't you guys think like at least 12 or 13 million a year he was going to get?
I was thinking 10 to 12.
10, 10 to 12. Yeah. I'll see if we can get it back at like 6 or 7. That'd be great. And we got him for 7. That's awesome.
I'm waiting to see what the Panthers gave Von Bell. That's what I'm waiting to see.
Foxy said he read it was Pratt or Bell back. I don't know. I haven't seen what Bell got. If you guys see that, and
I haven't seen anything about what Bell got.
No.
I'll keep looking.
And like Ken said, the O-line market is nuts. Yeah, it started off extremely crazy because and honestly, even Wiley, who got 8 per, his projection for PFF was like $2.5 million, and Illuminor was like 4.5. So Illuminor's seeing these guys who got 20 when their projection was 16, and guys who projected to get 2 or 3 got 8. He's got to be thinking, I want at least 12 or 14 per, and I don't see the Bengals touching that for right tackle. So we're kind of in a tough spot right now for right tackle. I feel like now, hopefully, something gets worked out. But if I was a Luminor, I'd be wanting probably 10 to 12 million per.
Oh, easily. But you know what, a Luminor, I think I believe the guy's name was Smash Adams or something on Twitter, pointed out that that he said 130, like he kept talking about how good Joe Burrow was. He said at the end of the season, if the Bengals protect Joe Burrow, they'll be fine. I think people have been responding to his old tweets like that.
Yeah.
So I was real quick. You asked a question. Yeah, I was surprised that we got. If you told me at the beginning of the day that we're not going to have Von Bell, but we're going to have Jermaine Pratt back, I would have called you a liar. I didn't think. I thought Bell was going to get at least 10, and so that was shocking. And I don't know if it. What I'm scared is our safety room right now is Dax Hill, Michael Thomas, and
Tyson Anderson.
Yeah, that's it. So that's where I'm kind of. We got they got to get who was the guy you were talking about, Dale? That
I just said, and yeah, Goodberry said it, but that's a guy like I've been saying too. Like it just makes a lot of sense. If you were to lose Bell, you really need to bring in a veteran of some kind if you're going to lose Bates. Juan Thornhill's the next guy up on the market, 27 years old. He's been playing for the Chiefs, had his best season last year, and honestly played better in the playoffs than anything. So Juan Thornhill, name to keep an eye on. He's 27 where Bates was 28, so the age difference is not like, he's a whole lot younger or anything, but, he's been on winning teams. He's used to winning culture.
And Greg's got in the chat, which this came out before free agency started, but Patrick Peterson basically said he wants to come play for the Bengals. I'm okay with that one, to be honest. I mean, I might use him to replace Eli Apple. Well, that's cool with me, but you still need a safety. That's the scary part around as a Bengals fan I'm hoping. We didn't think we'd sign Jermaine Pratt. Maybe we'll sign Jesse Bates back. I seriously doubt it. Pratt. So who knows?
But yeah, Patrick Peterson's I think around 32 years old. Going to be turning 33. So that's kind of the knock. You never know once the corners get older. But he had a bounce back year last year compared to the previous two, where I think it was Jay Morrison said he was like 8th ranked overall cornerback in coverage. So yeah, that's great. And you could do a lot worse as like a 4th corner. So if that's able to be worked out, I'd love that too. Here's another name, co-host here when Jared Derek Davis thrown out.
Yeah, Harrison
The
Smith.
Vikings released Harrison Smith the other day, so maybe that's a guy to keep an eye on for the Bengals.
Great veteran. Yeah, I know I don't know how old he is. I think he's got to be in his 30s. I mean, he's up there in age, but that'd be a great fit right there for us. Maybe that's something They think, I don't know. I mean, Von Bell, though, like I keep saying for the Panthers, if you're going, I mean, like, well, Von Bell, what just shocked me a little bit, he was on Paul Dehner and Jay Morrison's show, and he was like saying how winning is so addicting to him and all that and stuff, how he's so addicting to winning. That's just where I'm kind of scratching my head. Like, look, man, I'm no fool, but like, you know, you want to get, I understand you want to get paid, but you just said how winning means everything to you and all that. So that's where I'm a little confused by right now, you know?
Yeah, Crypt Keeper. Yeah, I plan on being on for a while. I don't know how long I have these guys. We got, you know, I know Iceman. I'm sure you have a show at 5:30.
Yeah, I got Coach Cam on, and maybe you if you're going to.
Yeah, so we've got some time, and you know, as news rolls in, I don't have anything. Jeff's keeping up to date.
I'm trying. This is all I've been doing all day. Look at this.
Jeff, if you don't do any talking and keep on the news, I'm cool with that. As long as we keeping up.
That'd be one of the first times ever on a podcast that I don't talk that much.
I'm cool with it. As long as someone's keeping up on the news, because I have to use my phone here.
Now, you guys talked about safety depth. You said Tyson and Dax. You did mention the other signing from today, right?
Oh,
Michael Thomas is back.
Yeah, I think you said Thomas, but yeah.
Yeah, you guys might have said it. I don't know. That's why I wanted to mention.
But he's more a special teams guy.
He is a safety, but he's more your special teams guy. Yeah. But you've got him there as an extra body if needed to fill in here or there. So, I mean, you can't completely discount it. He's a veteran. He knows what the hell he's doing.
Well, I'll say this. I was a big fan of Tyson Anderson when we drafted him out of Akron. Was it Akron he came out of?
Toledo, I think.
Yeah, Toledo,
other side of Ohio. My bad. But I was a big fan of coming out. He ran like a speedy 40 and all that. So, I mean, obviously, I know he didn't have great competition where he played, but I'm actually interested to see what he could do. But still, you got out of safety right now. It's not a opinion. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
Yeah. So we've got Jerry and Foxy both speculating on Bates. That's all we can do, right? He hasn't signed anywhere.
Nope.
So I mean, until he signs somewhere else, you can't completely rule it out. Now I still think
that's why I keep saying I don't know, because I was shocked with Pratt.
You still see deals 2 or 3. Like, he is a top 5 free agent overall.
I mean, I'm not saying
class,
I'm just talking.
So right now, do you guys? What grade would you? I know it's way too early. As of right now, where's the grade stand? Is it like a draw right now? Since we lost a Bell, but we gained Pratt back. Would you say it's a draw or?
Well, I thought we only used the Bengals and Brews scale on this show.
Oh, sorry.
So I haven't ejaculated yet.
Yeah.
That's good because there's nothing to do that about yet.
Nothing gave me I'm not full chubbed. When I heard about Pratt, it was it's starting to rise to where a half chub because it was unexpected. You know that when you're not really expecting, and then in the moment, then it can rise real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's hot, it's sexy. But then you go back to this thing about Bell, so it kind of went back down. So now I just say it's just normal. Just normal. Me.
I mean, like I said, I was excited as hell when I got Pratt, and then they kind of went, "What?"
I know. Right before the show started, Strawberry was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Bell signed with the Panthers." I'm like, "Oh." Cheer up, Greg. So I'm cool right now.
Greg was really upset, so we're glad you didn't see that.
I was all fired up.
Angry sandwich was on.
Yeah, but I was like, Dale was like, cheer up, Greg. So I'll keep my hopes up. Hey, it's too early. I trust the system. Let's see what happens.
I mean, I look as white as Derek with this light, but it's just going to have to do. It's just, I need some sun too, man. It's almost springtime. I want to make fun of myself.
Here. I don't know about where you're at. It's snowing here.
No, it didn't snow here. It's
ridiculous.
37, 38, cloudy. So it's possible. But yeah, some deals around the league. TJ Edwards, I think that's one that happened early. He went to the Bears, linebacker from the Eagles. We think maybe that helped set the market for Pratt, or if he was close, maybe he was close and someone offered him a little more money. But he said, you know what? We kind of been trying to cryptically read his tweets with the blood drops, and it's like, okay, some days he'll be like, winning means more to me, and this, that, and the other, and it's like, that factored in. This
is interesting. So our boy Centauri, tweeted out 11 minutes ago, Bengals current safety room, and he listed Dax Hill, Michael Thomas, and everybody else. James Rapine quote tweeted him and said, relax. So maybe James knows something. I don't know.
Well, he's also probably saying, it's a long free agency period here. You got guys like Juan Thornhill out there, which just make a ton of sense. Harrison Smith, and that name that Derek come in and mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would take Harrison Smith in a heart. I mean, I know he's Vikings just had to cut a bunch of costs. I know that. So they're tanking right now. It's not, I'm sure Harrison Smith has a bunch. And I'm not trying to discredit the safety, but you look at there's even corners I know that play safety. Which is a higher priority in your opinion? Safety or corner? Oh, Lindsay, safety or corner in your opinion?
I mean, still corner, right? It's still corner.
No, safety. I mean, it's safety or linebacker. My bad.
Well, C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah.
Mike Hilton just tweeted at him, it's smooth out here in Cincy.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to go through my list of safeties here and stuff. And
his safety, Gardner-Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and he had a really good season. The reports earlier were the Eagles were trying to keep him, so that's got to keep an eye on that. And I think he's going to get paid. He's even like 25 or 26. He's really young. But Jordan Poyer, 32, so kind of more on the back end of his career, but he's played good with the Bills. I'm just trying to go through some names here, Greg. You shoot him down if you don't like him. That's okay.
It's okay.
And then I had Von Bell highlighted, so wah, wah, wah. And this is the Athletics list. So just by the way, we were mentioning Patrick Peterson. Von Bell was 25th overall on the Athletics free agent list coming into, this period. Patrick Peterson's still 26th, even at his age. So
yeah. No, sign me up for Patrick Peterson. I'll take him in a heartbeat. If you notice, you guys watched that video. Not only Patrick Peterson, he wanted to play for the Bengals. I liked how he detailed, look, they're going to lose Eli Apple. They need guys that can come in there with experience against the Chiefs. I mean, the way how he was so detailed about the whole thing, why he wants to come to the Bengals, that says a lot from him right there. It shows you he knows, he puts a lot of thinking in this. He's like, look, you need me here and all that and stuff, and I can provide that for you.
Now, I want to shout out Willie Lutz because I think this is a name he mentioned. Julian Love from the Giants, only 25 years old. He played college ball, I'm pretty sure, at Notre Dame. The name's very familiar. But he had his best season this past year. He's 2019 fourth-round pick, 24-year-old captain this past season. So he's a captain already for the Giants, who made a big step. And he had a career-high 71.5 coverage grade with 80 solo tackles, which ranks 7th among safeties.
What? Well, no, wait. Lou Anarumo, not too long ago, I think it was 3 years ago, wasn't he the Giants defensive backs coach?
Yeah, it might not have overlapped with him, but our linebacker coach, they said, might have overlapped with him, somebody was saying.
Oh, so. Okay. So, who knows and all that. Like I say, it's early. I mean, obviously, Von Bell, he was a leader and all that and stuff. But you know what, though? At least if we lost both Bell and Pratt, I mean, this would just be, oh, my Lord. But, hey. I'm still keeping.
But I mean, there's several good names right there between Juan Thornhill, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Harrison Smith, Julian Love. Like,
any of those guys I'd be happy with. Maybe they thought to themselves, hey, even though we're losing Bell, we could find somebody in free agency cheaper that could still come in and fit in. Or Pratt. I mean, wasn't Pratt ranked as like the best? Like I said, Pratt was the best pass defending linebacker. I mean, that's incredible. That I'm still to this day shocked, and I'm not even worried. Like I said, the thing that came to my mind was, are we going to keep Logan Wilson? When I really put it together, I think we can keep both those guys.
Yeah, I do too. And Pratt on this one was his projected for PFF was 3 years, $8.25 million. So we got him undervalued of PFF, and like we said, we thought he was going to get more than that. Mm-hmm. And he was 37th ranked overall. But like you've been saying. He ranked 11th out of 90 linebackers. I think that's just overall. So that's not even just pass run. That's everything. You're 11th best linebacker overall. Yeah, that's a guy you don't want to see walk away, and getting him for $7 million per is a great deal.
Absolutely.
Now, if we could sign one of the hardest part, I guess, about we've said with Bell is he's a safety. Bates is a safety. So you hate to lose that. But honestly, is Pratt not or captain? Is Pratt not a captain, basically, also, especially now that he's coming back?
Yeah, no.
I could see him being a captain this year.
No, absolutely. The thing of it is, if we look at it this way, who was better at their position? That's close, but I almost have to give it to Jermaine Pratt. Because Jermaine Pratt, can we just agree, he made the most big plays on defense? I mean, I was thinking of, this goes back to Keo Spikes and Brian Simmons. I mean, can we agree on this? This is the best linebacking duo in Bengals history, Pratt and Wilson, easily.
Yeah, and it should only get better with the chemistry of them. So it's nice to have that back. And Yeah, I think it's going to work out for us. I think.
Yeah.
And Von Bell, we just more expected that.
Yeah, I'm going to see. Thing is, it's a guy. He was not really local, but he went to Ohio State. He came here as a free agent, just been dominating all 3 years he's been here for us. And I just think, and like I said, I didn't listen to it, but like I go back to the Daner Jay Morrison thing where he was like all saying how winning is so intoxicating, like how he he wants to stay at a winning program. I could see if he went to the Chiefs. I could see if he went to the Eagles or like some big name team that's already a winning team. But to go to the Panthers, that's where I'm just scratching my head right there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, maybe somebody can get a hold of Von Bell and he can come on here and argue with you,
That would be
Greg.
great. Yeah, please get Von on here so he can argue with Greg.
You can tell him what a piece of shit he is for not wanting to win.
I'm no fool. You hear fans say, "Oh, if I was this guy, I would never play for this much money." That's easier said than done.
No, that's
what I don't know how much money he's gotten. I still haven't seen anything.
For the podcast listeners, we got Kevin Queen in the chat asking us, did we get Bell back? No, that's what we're talking about. So Bell is signing with the Panthers, but we did get Pratt back at linebacker. So that was a little unexpected. So blood drops everywhere for our man, Jermaine Pratt. It's our guy.
Well, no, Cincy James. To point out, Cincy James.
Keep an eye for C.J. Gardner, man.
What?
Right. C.J. Gardner. There's a lot of stuff going on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like
C.J. Gardner has quote tweeted both Mike Hilton and Zach Carter the last few minutes. They're both talking about him coming here. So.
Man, Johnson Johnson would be a hell of a pickup. He really would.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like you said, Dale, he's a lot younger. Wouldn't he be getting a lot of bank?
Greg, just for example, on this list for the Athletic, Bates is the 3rd ranked free agent coming into this process. Gardner Johnson is the 11th ranked. So he overall a leading position. So I mean, he is very highly regarded. Only 25 years old. Let's see. Yeah, turnover maker. He tied for the NFL lead this year with 6 interceptions while transitioning from he played more nickel for the Saints to safety. So production, age, and versatility are likely to make him an attractive player on the market. Maybe too expensive for the Eagles
Well, the Eagles, man, I mean, I tell you what, though, one team, man, I would not want to be a fan of right now. Look at the Ravens, man. You're in this thing with Lamar. You lose Ben Powers. You just had to cut Calais Campbell, who, by the way, I know he's 36 years old, but I still would keep an eye on him. But the Ravens right now, man, they're losing players like crazy right now. And we just talked about the Browns because I thought if the Browns got Hargrave, that would have scared the hell out of me with him. And now I know they're trying to get that McBride guy. I think his name is from Denver still, but Hargrave I thought for sure was going to go to the Browns.
Yeah. Well, we barely got Jeff on here, and I know Houday Joe's going to try to hop on a minute, but let's open it up for 15, 20 minutes here to some people if they want to come in and give us their thoughts on free agency. Or a question or a name that maybe we're not thinking of that you guys think the Bengals should be interested. If you want, you've got the link there. Hop in, ask a question. You don't have to spend the whole time on here. Just a couple minutes.
Greg wanted to do all the talking anyway.
I know. Well, I'm just saying, I like to open it up. We've got 24 people tuned in. So, I appreciate that. I know everyone's excited. Free agency is always an exciting time. So, I like to let people, maybe somebody wants to come in and ask a question. Yeah. Somebody that don't normally chat with us. I want to chat with us for a minute.
So, Tom Justin put this out. I do think this is interesting. The Von Bell is off the market before Jesse Bates. I thought Bates would be like one of the first ones gone, to be honest.
David Malagueta.
Yeah, that's what scares me about freaking T. Higgins.
I know,
damn agent. I think.
So back to our right tackle that we want, Illuminor.
Yeah,
David Malagueta. That's his agent.
I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that guy. I don't even know him, but I don't like him. He makes it hard to sign players.
Well, now what he's probably going to tell. I don't know. Hopefully, he doesn't tell T. All the Bengals can't do business. Let's go somewhere else.
I mean, but if Bates isn't getting, we'll see. I still think Bates gets paid. I'm not saying that. It's probably right now they're just driving up price team by team.
But no, I will say this. Are you guys surprised like I am? Bell was the first safety off the market. That kind of surprised me, yeah?
I mean, yes and no. You know what you're getting with him, right?
Right.
Somebody's tweeted something out as, they got the number 1 overall pick and they went and got Panthers talking about. went and signed Bell, overpaid for him probably, which I still haven't heard anything about the numbers yet, but overpaid for him probably to set the culture and everything. Because let's be honest, Von Bell, I will always remember him for lighting Juju Smith up, and that to me, that play changed everything here. From that play on, we were not going to put up with anybody else's crap anymore, I think.
Well, and Vaughn has been nothing but a stand-up role model, great teammate, great player, first in the building guy. Like, all love to Von Bell. Go get your money. I think that's the hardest part, right? We wanted him back that bad.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, I can't get mad at anybody to go get their money. You know,
like I said,
just get paid. They only get played for so long. So
or anything. I'm just saying what he said on the show. Like I say, go get your money. I'm no fool. Get paid. You got to get.
Greg, I know we're not. Hey, we're not crapping on you, Greg. You're a very emotional Bengals
I was
fan.
emotional. I was emotional.
We love you. It's okay. That's why we got you on here for, you know?
Come here. I'll give you a hug.
It's cool.
Come here. I'll give you a hug. You all right? Come here. Bring it in.
When we sign Thornhill or somebody else, I'll forget the whole thing. And
exactly. Like our guy Kyle here is another one, man. If we were all in charge, we'd go ahead and have C.J. Gardner-Johnson in the building.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Even though you can't do that yet because it's tampering period.
Yeah. Right. This is the legal tampering
We would do it anyways.
Which I think is a stupid name. They call it legal tampering because you can't tamper with anybody legally. Yeah. I'm not sure why it's just you get the free negotiating period. You just can't sign anything until 4:00 on Wednesday.
I need to ask you guys a question. Do you think Cincy Search somebody will come out with a blood drop T-shirt soon or something?
How could you not?
How could you not?
Duh.
I mean,
they should have a like a little temporary one that we all can wear under our eyes when we go to games now.
I mean, you could even use B.J. Hill's ball head with a blood drop on his face, you know?
Put it right on his head after he shaves his head.
Because B.J. Hill said if he comes back, he's going to shave his head. So got to hold him to that. You guys need to hit him up on Twitter and, make sure you tag Pratt and say Pratt should get to shave your head.
Well, I'll say one thing, though. With Bell gone, can you imagine if we would have lost Lou Anarumo also? So that's one thing that's another big deal, big deal that Lou's coming back,
Exactly. Just that alone is the biggest free agent win we could have hoped for.
Yes.
So Chris here, which I know is in New Jersey, shout out. Appreciate you tuning in.
What's up, man?
It's good speculation, right? Maybe teams are pushing back on Mulligetta because not just the Watson deal, but he seems like he's kind of an asshole to deal with. I mean, and an agent, that's your job, right? Get the best deals for your client, but also don't do it at the expense of maybe you're trying to make a name for yourself so much.
Right.
You're going to, in the long run, maybe you're going to screw over some of your clients' happiness.
Yeah, exactly. And like if Bates would have had his old agent a year or two ago, we would have had Bates signed a year or two ago if he didn't switch to Mulligetta.
You would hope. I mean, we're not behind those doors, so it's like, once again, it's all speculation.
No.
Yeah. So Pork Chop says we need the temporary tattoos. Yeah, I can't get a real one on my face, but
a blood drop.
and then Darth, he could do a little something.
He could do
it. He could add it to the Bengal,
the
add the blood drop in there.
So Cincy James started a trend on Twitter with whole blood drops picture, and I responded. I think Cincy James has a trend going. So any of you try to check that out, I took a picture of myself with a chicken wing in my mouth.
Hey, Pork Chop, you need to do a chop vision. Since Greg's on here, you need to add that to all of us and post
all
that.
Of us,
add the blood drop for all
Donovan,
of us.
I don't know who this is, but Donovan Killman is reporting Aaron Rodgers is being traded to the Jets.
It's finally going to happen.
I don't know. But whoever this is, I don't know.
Donovan, is it like Dove Kleinman?
Dove Kleinman. That's it. Yeah.
I always got to decipher your fucking talking.
Yeah, it happens.
But I know. I'm pretty good at it, though.
You're going to speak of Jeff.
I'm pretty good at it.
But Pork Chop, guys, let's do a 5-second picture for Pork Chop here. So, Pork Chop, you're watching this. Try to get a good picture of us right now and all that. Ready? 1, set, go.
I'm looking hard because I want that blood drop on there, Some other moves around the league. This just kind of popped up when I just pulled Twitter, so... And I got a lot of these written down.
Hang on, I got to answer this.
But Jimmy G to the Raiders. Is that really like I mean, Derek Carr, Jimmy G, are they even different people? Like, I know women would say Jimmy Garoppolo is way more handsome, but
it's Josh McDaniels. So that's why. Yeah. Simply why. I mean, Jimmy, he's never been terrible. He's kind of like the grilled cheese sandwich of Andy Dalton a little bit, you know. He's in that grilled cheese sandwich range, you know. He's not going to take you to the top. I mean, can you imagine being what's his name, Devontae Adams? I mean, he wanted to play for the Raiders. And he wanted to get paid, but also he wanted to reunite with his old college teammate. If you're Devontae Adams right now, what are you thinking to yourself?
Yeah, damn it. Like, damn it.
Yeah. But I mean, you can't
Jimmy G.
But Dale, you can't feel too bad because the guy's getting paid. You can't feel too bad for him.
Now, here's the thing. Maybe we don't rule out that Anthony Richardson still falls to the Raiders' first-round pick at like 7 overall, and they take him and set him a year or two behind Garoppolo, and then that would be exciting if I was a Raiders fan.
Hey, Dale, speaking of running backs, I am now putting money Bijan Robinson's going to the Chargers because of Boston.
Yeah, with Eckler potentially wanting out. So my nephew Braden here. What about Orlando Brown? Still hasn't signed. He's a left tackle. He wants to be a left tackle. That's the thing. He could play right tackle. He played right tackle.
He was a damn good right tackle too.
But I mean, we need a right tackle more than a left tackle because you don't want to be moving. The Bengals have said they're not moving Jonas, so I take them at their word when it comes to.
Well, no, you know who I like? I like that Fleming
for this year.
Broncos. He graded out pretty well as a passing guy. You know, just on a 1-year deal. He's still 30 years old. I wouldn't mind giving him a shot.
Who?
Fleming played for the Broncos.
Oh, Cam Fleming. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rated out as a over 70 pass blocking. I mean, I think he'd be it wouldn't be horrible to have.
The whole secondary is now recruiting Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
That's what I'm saying. That got me something.
They need me as the vice president of the Juice Gang to also recruit him.
Right, exactly.
So, guys, there was Galladay.
A lot of power.
What should we do Gardner as? Remember we did Galladay for Kenny Galladay, even though I'm glad that didn't happen. What should we do? We got to think of a term. We got to start.
Maybe we should just retire that because
it didn't work. I'm glad it didn't work.
But I don't know, man. Gardner. Should we call it Gardner Day or something? We got to hashtag something here.
Just send in blood drops and be like, "Come on, blood."
Yeah.
Hey, blood drops with Gardner Day.
Yeah.
Edmonds. Wait,
is this the what is that?
God!
Safety? No, that can't be.
The linebacker for the Bills.
Oh, okay. His brother is
$72 million.
His brother is also a free agent, so that's why who I was thinking of was his brother. But yeah, that's a big. I'm glad we got Jermaine Pratt for 3 years.
4 years, $72 million. We got Pratt
4 years. Yes, 4 years, $72 million deal.
Woo-wee.
$50 million. $50 million of it's guaranteed.
How the hell did we get Pratt?
I don't know, but I'm glad we did.
I'm glad we did, but no, we can't say anything Wednesday, so don't change your mind, Pratt, or anything. No. Oh my God!
Holy hell, that is a big ass deal. That is $18 million per year.
Oh my God! But no, let me ask. You know what? The Bears.
We got Pratt for 7, and Edmonds just got 18 per.
Uh-huh. I like it. I
like it for us.
Yeah, but like Greg said, it ain't signed yet. He can actually change his mind and tell the Bengals to F off.
Yeah. Bears. Yeah, they'll have a new roster. They're paying out the ass, and this one, overpay like we used to have to.
Yeah, like Jake.
It's true. Like right now, they, and you've got to kind of do it, especially when you've got the rookie contract with Fields, and you're hoping that he's going to be something. So I understand what they're doing. Like you almost have to.
But Jake Lisco just tweeted $18 million for Edmonds, $20 million for Roquan, $7 million for Pratt. He said, "I'm down." Like, yeah, too. Like, how the hell did we do that? I mean, Pratt really wanted to come back, I guess.
And that's what I'm saying, especially the way Pratt came back and for the money he came back. And now if we can get a safety that is equal talent, maybe even with a little more upside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, my question to you guys, I want to talk about the Bears. McGlinchey, nothing against him. I liked him coming out of Notre Dame, but the guy gets hurt too much. Remember, we all said we wouldn't have wanted him. Even, I mean, in Powers, I guess he's an okay guard. No, I'm thinking not the Bears, the Broncos. My bad.
Yeah, he was originally talking to the Bears, and then he come back and he signed with the Broncos. So McGlinchey. So that's kind of what happened there.
Yeah, but
he's he's better against the run. And like they're wanting to let Russ cook, but
Bangalore is trying to get with you as far as your graphics go.
Everyone wants to have the greatest graphics, but you know, when I get to work tomorrow and I whip up MS Paint and I'm just in my zone.
That's Gardner there, Greg.
Oh, okay.
No one could touch that. Yeah, Chris, we mentioned him too. Thornhill, Julian Love from the Giants, only 25. There's some good young safeties on this market still, so we still got that.
Maybe that's what's going through the Bengals' mind. Like, look, there's better options out there for safety. Linebackers, I know it's a pretty decent linebacker class. I still can't believe how we got Bates back. But, you know, is there something else you want to say, Strawberry?
No, I'm just laughing about Bates. I'm just not laughing at Bates. I'm glad, or not Bates, but Pratt. I'm glad you're here. I'm just laughing about. I can't believe.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're getting ready to say something, Strawberry. So, if you have something to say, just tell me to shut the hell up or something.
No, I wouldn't.
But tight end, I mean, that one tight end, that blocky tight end signed with the Vikings, tight end's been silent so far.
Yeah, who? I mean, nothing, right? Gesicki, your man that you've wanting.
I'm still on Team Gesicki. Look, I would love to.
Hey, this is someone I haven't seen forever. Pam,
how you doing?
Hey, Pam, what's up?
Pam
she hasn't been hanging out with us so much.
Pam knows I love her.
But no, you know, like I say, I would love to have Hayden Hurst back. I just think Gesicki could just open up our offense in a whole new way and all that. That's all I'm saying. I mean, Hayden Hurst, if he comes back, I will be more than happy, just so everybody knows. But I just like Gesicki more. It's like, I keep referencing this. Gesicki's Home Alone 2, Hurst is Home Alone 1. I'll be just as happy.
I hope we sign Hurst.
So Edmonds was $72 million, right? 4 years, $72 million. I wanted to write that one down because that's a really big contract.
Yeah,
that's huge. But what kind of linebacker is Edmonds? Is he different than Pratt, or can he just do more things? Or
Huday Joe's right. There was the Josh Oliver I remember him from San Jose State. He was a third-round pick.
Right.
He signed with the Vikings for like 3 years, $21 million. Which Irv Smith still out there, so that's a guy I've said for low-key money for the tight end spot. Him and Foster Moreau, if Hurst doesn't come back. What were you saying, Greg? Sorry, I was distracted.
No, we were talking about the tight ends, I think, and also, you know, Pork Chop tweeted it out. Look like, just so you guys know.
There we go. We all got blood drops.
Blood drop? Oh, he sure did. I can't wait to see that.
But, yeah, Braden, I'm not a big fan of Tunyon. I just think like he had that one good year and he's kind of fell off the last couple years, and I don't know that he was ever anything special. He just had that one good season, but
yeah,
I'm definitely higher on Irv Smith just because his age and his contract should be lower. Foster Moreau played a year with Joe Burrow at LSU, so that's like there's a connection there. Well, plus, he's been solid at blocking and pass catching, so he can do a little of both.
Yeah, and not to go on another position, I tell you what, though, if we try to get Gardner, we need to tell him, hey, take Fletcher with you to Cincinnati. If we could, that would be another dream scenario. Get a veteran like him who's a great pass rusher next to. I still think stay with the Eagles. I think you and I were talking about that, Dale. But dude, if we can find a way,
right? It's just so rare for guys to stay with their team, and that's where he's kind of at. You know, where he's so late in his career. But hey, I would love to have him. I said that the other day. The D tackle market went a little crazy early on.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of that, so Hargrave, we mentioned he got $84 million 4 years. Onyemata from the Saints went to the Falcons, got 3 years, $35 million. So that was higher than I thought he was going to get, but he's solid. And then Shai Tuttle, who another Saints guy that solid, but he got 3 years, almost $20 million. Like, so and there's still a lot out there on the D tackles.
Now, are you surprised? I can't. There's so many names jumped through my head right now, but the D lineman who got released by the Ratbirds.
Campbell just got released. Or are you talking about?
No, today. Calais Campbell. That's
well, he just got released.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Today. Were you surprised that they let him go? I mean, I was kind of surprised.
I was, because he's a great team leader for him. You know, I mean, 36 years old. I mean, you figured he could have restructured or took a pay. I don't know.
Does he want to put the stripes on?
Dude, but he's 36 years old. Do you think he can still play at a high level?
We don't need him to play all the time. We just need rotation pieces.
Yeah, rotation. Yeah. No.
Hey, and just not to have him on the Ravens is going to be a benefit batting down passes. Like, he is a monster at that. So, yeah. So like Chris kind of with me on tight ends. He wouldn't really want to pay like $5 million per for one because the draft class is so good too.
Oh my God.
The draft class is loaded. Plus, is Hurst, let's say Hurst gets 9 or 10 million. And you guys know how I feel personally about Hurst and the whole family. But separating that. So let's say the Hurst gets 8, 9, 10 million, and you could bring in Foster Moreau for $5 million for 2 years, or Irv Smith for $3 million for 1 year to try to improve his value too. Plus, whoever you draft, then you're hoping to build up as your guy for upcoming seasons. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. But
it depends on what Hurst is going to get. But yeah, I love Hurst, but that's where I'm kind of with you because we don't Parker Blake's the one that brought it up on you were on the show and he said, spend the money on your offense, your defense, not be cheap, but skimp or whatever you want to call it with your not just your offensive line, but bring guys in for 1 or 2 year contracts. Same thing with tight ends, stuff like that, because the Bengals don't use the tight end that much. I mean, they do, but you can get away with if you have to get away with paying somebody so much money. It might be in the tight end position.
So we've got a couple here that kind of go together. My nephew asking about what do we need on defense, and then also I think this could fill one of those needs. Is Kevin asking about Patrick Peterson, who we mentioned earlier.
I'm down for signing him.
So him as so we need a fourth corner, right? So if we sign
fourth corner, we need a safety now.
But okay, so let's just kind of start with Peterson. So I'll say that would be my fourth corner, and then now without Bell and potentially Bates, till he signs somewhere else, he's out there. Right. We have Dax Hill that we expect to be one of the starters at safety, but we need a safety. So we need a safety. We need corner 4. We need a backup 3 tech with some pass rush juice. So Fletcher Cox, or that could be a need in the draft. Linebacker is looking great. The depth.
I'm good at linebacker now.
Looking very good with Marcus Bailey, Davis Gaither, Bocce's back, Clay Johnston, and then Pratt and Wilson. You're pretty stacked at. That's probably the least amount of our worries. We could use another pass rusher off the edge,
easily. Yeah. Leonard Floyd is the name I keep an eye on. I like Leonard Floyd. He'd be a great asset. You know what? I did say Kendricks from Minnesota, but not anymore since Pratt's back.
Yeah, I don't even consider another linebacker.
No, we don't. That's done. We don't need another linebacker.
I said Kendricks before because I thought Pratt was going to be gone, but now that's out. But Leonard, if we get a Leonard Floyd, or who's that guy they said we're interested in from the Texans? I can't pronounce his name.
Okoronkwo.
That'd be a good.
I can't.
But I'd rather have a veteran. I'm telling you, that year with Dwight Freeney, his last 2 years, when he went to the Cardinals, then to the Falcons, get a guy like him, like you guys said, that could come in near the end and just close the game out for you when you need that big set. That's who I want.
It's questionable to me because you've got Osai and you've got Sample, but you can always use more.
You can always use them, but it's not necessarily a need. It's more of a want. I think we need a 3 tech. That's what we actually need to help to spell BJ Hill more than the edge.
We need that more. But
if you can get more push up the middle, then that'll free up the guys on the edge more and not have so many double teams on them. So,
and I guess I go back to Jeff. I go back to Gunner still, who I had as a 4th, 5th round guy we got in the 7th last year.
Right.
As another guy I could see being defensive end depth.
Yes.
So I don't feel oh my gosh, because there's 5 guys right there, and that's about what makes the roster. So
you can never have enough pass rushers.
If you brought somebody on a 1-year deal, a veteran that holy shit, let's say Ngakoue wants to come here as an extra pass rusher for $7 million or $7.5 million this season. Come on, man, I can put that guy in there to close out a game, like you're saying.
Well, you know what made Mike Zimmer's defense so good? Because he had rotational guys like Wall Skillberry. We really never had that Wall Skillberry type of guy there either, I thought. Give me that guy that can come in. I'm not asking you to give me over 10 sacks, but just be productive near the end and all that and close the game out.
I think that could be Joseph Osai. That's where I
me too.
He started stepping up. I know he made that play against Kansas City, but before all that, he was in there on Mahomes a lot. So.
But guys, I just think though in Strawberry, even the Buffalo game where we dominated, there was plenty of times I saw where the quarterback looked way too comfortable in the backfield. I'm like, we're not getting that pressure. I know quarterbacks should get.
It's also not getting pressure up the middle. We got no pressure up the middle.
Exactly. But you see, look at Payne. Those guys are hard to find. They're like left tackles. They're hard to find in free agency. If they hit the market, guess what? They're going to get paid like crazy, pretty much. And they're just not easy to find. Like
that's the thing. If you get pressure, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'll take an edge. I just am more of, I think the 3-tech up the middle is more of a pressing need. We need to replace Larry O because that's what we didn't replace him last year. That's where I'm like, because if you do that, then you got pressure up the middle and you have somebody to give BJ Hill a break. BJ plays better when he has less snaps. You know, that gets him able to get more pressure up the middle when he's in there. That they can't double team everybody off the side. So that's where, I mean, I'm not against you. I'll take an edge for sure. But
no, Strawberry, I agree with you. I said we lost Larry O. I'm like, we never replaced him. Zach Carter started coming along perfectly. And I still agree in developing Zach Carter. I know he's young, but I wanted someone in there now that can just dominate. Like I said, the reason why BJ Hill was better when he switched on and off with Larry O, and that's what we never replaced. But you look at the safety, letting Von Bell go. Honest, I just think the Bengals like, look, there's other options. I'm not saying safety is easy to replace, but look at all the safeties that are out there. There's actually every year there's like a bunch of good safeties in free agency. Have you ever noticed that?
Well, it depends on how much. I still haven't seen how much Von Bell signed for. I mean, according to some of the stuff I read, that they overpaid for him, which I think they did.
Oh yeah,
go to Carolina. But I'm with you. I am worried about the safeties because we don't have anybody. Not really. I mean, our 2 starters are one's gone for sure. The other one we expected to be gone. So
right, and the last thing you ever want to do is go to the draft thinking I have to draft a safety.
I don't want to go to the draft having the draft thinking I have to draft anything. I mean, dude, I'm still worried about right tackle. I keep
I know.
That's the thing.
But like I say, if we can you imagine we would have lost both Pratt and what's his name Peltier? I mean, this would be a down in the dumps free agency right now. So obviously linebacker. I think it's safe to say we're not taking a linebacker within at least the first 3 or 4 rounds.
I don't think we're taking a linebacker at all. I think it's good. Well, Dan Horton was on my show last week, and he said he could see it be a DB or corner in the first round, which I could be a safety. I could see that too, since we didn't sign Von Bell, but that's where we got to figure out.
So Foxy, I don't know. He's saying we might have offered Bell around 5.5 a year. That'd be pretty low. He was already making 5. I was expecting to get that 7 or 8, kind of what Pratt got, honestly. So maybe once we gave it to Pratt, we were like, well, we want to give you less, and he didn't want to take it. I don't know.
I don't know what to say on that one, but I mean, like I say, it just shows you that Dax Hill pick last year, because I wanted Karlaftis. It just shows you that Dax Hill pick means a lot. I
got the tight end figured out. We need to sign Angelo Dawkins and have him be the tight end for the Bengals.
I would take Angelo. If you're out there watching this, man, we'd love to have you, bud.
I don't know. He's getting up there in age. I'd have to check his 40 time.
You know what, Dale?
Don't clip that and send it to him.
I'm totally clipping that and send it to him.
I want you to go face to face to Angelo and say that to his face, man. See what he says.
He saw him this year.
No. I met him too. Awesome.
I told him I was going to square up on him. He didn't want none.
All right.
We became best friends and hung out half the day, Greg. God.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, just so you guys all know, if you ever meet Angelo Dawkins Bengals game, one of the nicest people I've ever met, Angelo was.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. Good dude.
For sure. So, who do we think signs next for the Bengals? Outside, inside free agent? Just give your best prediction, right? It's meant to be fun.
Jesse Bates. I'm going Jesse Bates.
Ooh, he's going big. He's going
big.
Himself.
And hey, I hope so. This has to be an internal free agent.
No. I said either one.
Anything. I'm going Jesse Bates because I didn't think we'd sign Pratt. So I'm like, hell, maybe we'll sign Bates now. We let Bell go.
Yeah, it has to be a safety. But you know what? I'm going to go along with this. Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, I could tell by your face you were going with Mike Gesicki. You like him too much. You just want that shitty gritty.
I can fix that, man. I'll teach it to myself, man.
Can you really fix that?
No. But I don't, buddy. If he gets me like 800 yards receiving and 8 or 9 touchdowns, he can do the crappiest gritty of all time, and I'll still like him.
Well, I told you, I said it was almost so bad that it was glorious. Like
exactly in a very glorious way.
There's such a thing. Like if it's so bad, it's good.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, Hayden Hurst. If I find out he signed, I'll be happy. He knows the offense. I
agree.
He knows the offense, like I say. But I just want this safety thing to get taken care of. But like Strawberry was just saying, we need this right tackle now and all that. The last thing, I mean, like I said, man, thank God we drafted Dax Hill last year, or else we really would have been screwed.
All right, so Paul Daner, this is at 403. So he said the youngest safeties out there, some of the names we've been mentioning, a couple we didn't, and their PFF projection for per year salary. So it's per year, Greg. I know that's confusing you last week. Per season, not overall. Gardner Johnson's 25, projected to get $11.5 million per year. It's a pretty good amount of money, but it's not Jesse Bates 17 or 18 that he's supposedly wanting. Julian Love, who I mentioned, 24 years old currently, $8.3 million, and was a captain for the Giants.
I can deal with that.
That's more, I think, probably in their range. That maybe I don't know, because they probably I haven't seen Bell's contract yet, but
I haven't seen nothing yet. I'm still surprised I didn't come out.
Taylor Rapp, 25 years old, been on the Rams, $7.3 million per. Juan Thornhill, 27, a guy we mentioned, been on the Chiefs, played great in the playoffs, $7.8 million per. So
sign me up with that too.
Yeah. And then Marcus Epps, 27. I think he was on the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken, $6.8 million per. So that's some names and some PFF projected salaries per year.
By the way, I read in the group text, some guy named Willie in the group text said we are. I'm assuming that's Willie Lutz, who said we're interested in him and Gardner.
There's just a lot floating out there about Gardner right now with just Bengals players, everybody tweeting at
Willie
him.
Lutz is not in our group chat.
Oh, no, not in our group. Someone said that Willie.
Oh, he said in the chat. I'm like, well, Lutz is in.
But that Willie said on Twitter is what.
Okay. I'm like, Greg's in a different group chat.
Yeah,
he's cheating on us.
Yeah.
Now I would be all for this. Stranger saying sign Hurst and draft Kuntz at tight end and wide receiver 4, really, because he's a 6'7", 4'5" freak.
He might be able to get Kuntz. All the mock drafts got him in the second round.
Well, Dale, let me ask you.
Like 4th, 5th.
Dale, if you were a betting man right now, what are the chances Michael Mayer could be? I know you don't want it doesn't matter if you want him at 20 or not. What are the betting?
This is full on Chubb for Greg if we draft Michael Mayer. He will explode.
I would explode. I would explode like I would probably jump out of my window and break glass or something.
It's just one of those things. Like, how many years do we have that where it's like, okay, this seems like a good fit and good value if the guy's there, and it seems like that to me.
Do you think he's good? Do you guys think he's going to be there 28 hours?
I mean, I don't think it's crazy to say he could be.
I don't know. At first, I didn't think so, but then now it's like he might be.
Well, some mocks
there maybe
the first round, but then some mocks have him as like the 15th pick. So I don't get it.
Well, that's the draft, man.
Welcome to the draft.
Exactly. That's the thing. Is like, I mean, I'd be shocked honestly if he's there, but he could be. I mean,
and if he's there, it's not okay. Here's the thing, guys.
You could draft 2 of them, and they're cheaper than what you paid maybe Hurst. So
I thought that my biggest need before this season was still like offensive tackle.
Mm-hmm. Still is now,
and it still is. It's more so, and specifically right tackle with Collins being hurt that you don't even have
Jones.
So I don't know how you pass up one of these right tackles in the first round if you don't sign somebody.
Even if we sign Luminore, I'm still not passing up one of these right tackles if they're there.
Maybe it depends what your deal. Okay, you get a 2-3 year deal because I think he can be good.
You still need.
I
mean, I know Dwan's a right tackle, but I mean, you still need. Most likely, Jonah Williams is not going to be here after next year, so you got to try to address that. I'm not saying Juwan could be a left tackle. I'm just saying you got to.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Well, for the Chiefs, apparently, anyway.
Right, for Chiefs, it doesn't matter. You throw him on the left or right, it doesn't matter.
You watch here in 5 years after his rookie contract, the Chiefs are going to fucking pick up DeJuan Jones and move him to left tackle. That's just what they do. Orlando Brown, Jawan Taylor. DeJuan Jones, you're in the next left tackle of the Chiefs here in 5 years.
The breaking news: the Bengals signed Orlando Brown and put him at right tackle.
And he's pissed.
He's pissed.
So, but yeah, like DeJuan, and I still think DeJuan Jones could go somewhere like the Steelers that pick 17 or whatever they have.
Dude, I've told you, I'll be shocked if he gets past them.
But you got Darnell Wright, Anton Harrison. He's moving his way up because he is a more natural left tackle, and left tackles are still more valuable and harder to find.
No, I said that to you guys. Remember Antoine Harrison? They said some people think he could be the. I don't know if I believe this. Some people think he could be the first tackle taken. I don't know about
I think
that.
it's either him or Parrish out of Ohio State.
I could see him. I could see Antoine Harrison.
Roderick Jones, man, you guys are sleeping on him.
True. My bad. I forgot about him. You're right.
Who's the kid out of Northwestern?
Skoronsky, who his arm measurement wise, he could maybe be like an all-pro guard. Some are saying, but I still think he could play tackle. So either way, he's going to go top 20.
He's 6'7". He's huge.
Yeah,
he's a giant man.
Well, if we don't sign a safety, Derek's going to be harping over Sidney Brown, right?
Yes, he already was in here earlier, and I didn't get that comment up, but it was a long time ago. And he put Sidney Brown season. So, yes.
Yeah, we ignore Derek halftime anyway. It's fine.
Well, someone else had put, it's a weak safety class, and I agree with that. But Sidney Brown
That's what's even scarier now.
That's scarier now. So we're going to overpay for these guys.
And Sidney Brown is one of the better of those guys. But at the same point in time, you can't count on that. Or when do you take it? You damn sure don't want to reach in the first for another safety. Back-to-back years at taking safeties in the first round. That's not a way to build a fucking long term.
No.
What's up, Cap?
What up?
Holy shit!
How you doing, bro?
What's up, Pork Chop?
Man, I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Well, I was happy, but then right before the show, he told us the devastating news about Bell, and Dale had to literally grab me like this on screen. Greg, cheer up. So I'm doing good, though. How you doing, man?
Hold on. I got to take these headphones off, man. You guys are talking like 5 times in there. Something's fucked up with them.
That's just the voices in your head, Pork Chop.
Yeah.
There we go.
Voices in my head.
I hate
me. Yeah, so Stranger's saying Kuntz great route running experience at wide receiver.
Now it's coming through. My speaker's all fucked up. I don't know what the fuck is going on. How do you sign out and back? I'm going to try it back in.
We'll just close out and then come back. Yeah.
Technology is a struggle for Pork Chop.
Chop says this damn technology is a bit.
I can't figure nothing out there.
There's Strawberry. It says Strawberry. I manage a college bracket thing, and I got guys who don't know a thing about technology saying, where do you press enter? Where do you press this? How do you enter it on the internet? I'm like, oh dear Lord. I'm like, I have to get the bottle of Jack.
Dude, I haven't even filled out a bracket. I'm like, didn't make it, so I'm like, yeah.
I haven't filled out a bracket, and I hadn't even thought about it.
No, I've been
free agency starting. I haven't even considered.
No, I didn't want to do it or anything, but see, I was commissioner for years, and I had people asking me, Greg, you starting back up? I'm like, God damn it. So I got to bark at people for money. And I said, it's either Venmo. I'm not taking cash anymore. It's either Venmo or get out of here. But, so I got
Sandwich has spoken. Venmo or nothing.
Yeah.
I think I figured it out.
You figured it out because you came in like this.
Yeah, man. I learned fucking technology. You can't have YouTube playing the fucking show and then be on the StreamYard at the same time.
That gives it to you twice.
I'm figuring this shit out as we go, man. Like back when I went to fucking high school, we used the abacus.
Are you shirtless right now?
No,
you got a shirt on.
I got it. Look, I got my cat shirt on.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I thought you're just one big hairy man back there shirtless.
He was getting back to full chubbed, is what he was trying to do.
I know he was going fucking full chub for sure. I don't want to go shirtless. I want to live about 3 streets away. There'll be a knock at my fucking door here in a minute.
Hey, big boy, how you doing?
Hey, I ain't saying no.
Antoine, you're fucking crazy. I love you, but you're crazy. We're not trading for Tunzel.
Who we going to trade for Tunzel? What are we giving up that they'd want? that we're willing to give up.
Well, and it's not only that. He said he wants to reset the offensive tackle market. It's already guys with $100-some million contracts.
Right.
Man, fucking the biggest part Taylor with his $80 million fucking dollars. We weren't even going to get near that shit. Jesus Christ.
Moving him to left tackle, that's why.
They can move him to left tackle. Left tackle. Still ain't worth that.
I said we weren't going to pay $80 million for a left tackle either.
But somebody on fucking Twitter, Jeff, said you're big enough. Get in there and play right tackle for him this year.
You don't want me in there. We get our asses kicked.
No, you're right. I don't want you in there. I'd rather have someone else. I'd rather have fucking I'll keep what we got. I'll put La'el Collins on there on a crutch.
Dude, the thing is, like, if I said this a million times, if LC, if I knew he would be healthy, I'd be fine with it.
Right.
but he's not going to be. Very slim.
Well,
chance
he might be
healthy,
healthy, but he's not going to be healthy till the playoffs. He's not going to be back anytime soon.
He might be like November.
He might be
early.
back, but I'm saying health wise, it would be hard to count.
I mean, because
him being at full speed.
Yeah.
Well, Greg, you got me all fucking worked up on Malik Wright talking all this shit, and I went and watched all his stuff, and he's telling all this shit, man. I even watched him on Bengal Jim's thing, and they're like, yes, no, too much money or whatever. Every fucking thing he said so far is fucking wrong. Pratt stayed. Von Bell left.
Right to come at me right now.
Hey, I ain't getting in.
I ain't coming at you like that.
Like 3 years.
Yeah, Malik's been right a lot.
He's been right though a lot in the past, though. That's the problem. But you know what, though? He even tweeted himself. I mean, Pork Chop, when I was leaving, I thought it was a fake account that reported this. I'm like, no way we're paying him $7 million a year. I was expecting him to get like 13 or 14 million a year, double that. And I'm like, this is a fake account. I'm like, son of a bitch. And then
the first thing I saw was Rap a Sheet.
Yeah,
and
right before the show started, Strawberry threw one of his ice cubes at me and all that, and I was all bummed out with Bell leaving.
I swear to God, I thought that because I watched him last night, I caught up on that Bengal Jim show, and when they said Mike McGlinchey, he's like, maybe. I thought he was talking about him coming here. That motherfucker signed somewhere else. Everybody's going somewhere different than what he said.
He's getting $17 million a year for like 4 or 5 years. There's no way I would have paid for that. But the guy's got injury issues. No way I would have ever paid for that.
Nobody signed the Illuminati though yet.
No, but you know what? Did you see past tweets though, Pork Chop? He was tweeting out if the Bengals offensive line blocks good. Like he was talking about Joe Burrow, like how much he likes Joe Burrow, and we all went back to a lot of people went back to his tweets and say, "Hey man, feel free to come here." So
there you go. Man, I've been telling everybody for fucking ever since Derek Carr left that Jimmy G was going to Vegas. Nobody believed me. Are you fucking kidding me, man? His coach is there, the one that knows knows the system.
Yeah, but to me that's like a lateral move. I mean, why didn't they just keep Derek Carr?
You hopped off there when me and Greg was talking about that earlier, Jeff. That's what I said. Like, I don't.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I could see it, but you should just kept Carr. Like
Jimmy G gets a lot of strippers and porn stars, right? So he'll fit in Vegas.
Well, not only that, but I read that Stidham was actually teaching Derek Carr the offense the whole season because he couldn't grasp that offense of Josh McDaniels. Jimmy G knows the offense of Josh McDaniels because he played for him for years. He's going to be a better fit than Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pork Chop. That's what I'm saying. Because we were kind of talking, they're kind of the same quarterback. No, Jimmy G knows Josh McDaniel. That it's a perfect move.
Can Jimmy G stay healthy? That's his problem.
Yeah.
Jeff, talk about me. Got my shirt off on. Make sure my beard's all fucking niced up for him. How's it look now?
He's got to get all nice and pretty for me. You look great.
No one said this one, but 36 minutes ago, Rappaport said the Bears are also signing guard Nate Davis from the Titans. He's a good left guard. So, I mean, the Bears signed like 20 motherfuckers, right? How much money? I mean, they had a lot. I know they had a lot, but shit.
Bates the Falcons. Hey, Bates just signed with the Falcons.
That finally happened. We thought that was going to happen.
Hey, no Browns. I'm cool with that, but we kind of expected this. But man, we lost.
You know what? That's okay. It is what we all expected his ass to go anyway.
Well, no. Pork Chop. Did you hear Hargraves was offered more money by the Browns, and he still went to the Niners?
He got enough though.
The Browns right now, man, they have not been getting anybody. You know, I mean,
it's because nobody wants to freaking go there and play with Deshaun Watson.
Man, Malik is getting hate. I can't stand for this much Malik slander.
No, come on.
Pork Chop, you come on here and start it. Now I'm on Twitter. I got people saying Malik losing his touch.
No,
let's go with that.
Hey, the only thing I'm happy about is if Malik is wrong, then Greg, you already know what I'm thinking.
Hey, guys, Poyer in talks with Cincy. Poyer is talking with Cincy, the Bengals right now.
Greg, I brought that name up and you said, I don't want that old piece of shit.
I thought he was going to the Dolphins, Dale. Sue me. He liked a picture with the Dolphins. I would forget all about this. Dale, you're getting me savage mode, man. You're savaging me up.
Listen, you're the one who said Jordan Poyer.
Because I didn't think he was going to come here, Dale.
You can't change your mind based on what you fuck think's going to happen.
Because if I know he's not going to come here, I'm going to say, I don't want him anyway, and all that stuff. No,
you're giving me little savage energy right now.
Hey, Dale, I'm ready, man. Let's
you
got
that little bat
little
energy.
Savage energy. Wait a minute.
Yeah, but no, Bates
Jeff's hitting on me, and you're talking about you want some of his little savage energy.
But Bates,
what's going on here, Pork Chop?
Let's all go out and be a couple's date.
Hold on 1 second. Yep, Ralph's losing again. Hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
He's taking off his underwear. It's a bed.
Oh God.
He may be getting a shot.
Hey, listen, Greg knows the reason. The only reason I'm okay with Malik being wrong is because I saw you had that picture the other day, Greg. Greg, what is the reason that I want Malik to be wrong? What's the one thing I want him to be wrong about?
Darnell Washington.
Boom, that's it. Malik Wright's like, fuck no, there ain't no Darnell Washington. Fucking cross it off. They're not doing that shit.
All right, so this is a personal beef. You come in here for a personal beef.
Okay,
look, I'm on the hey, let's go. We got a trend going, Malik.
Hey,
number 28.
Hey, somebody clip that. Message Malik. Tell him to get in here with some free agency news. Number one.
Let's go. Bring him in here.
Pork Chop is on his ass
about DW. We're going,
but
man.
Bates got 4 years, $16 million per year. I thought he was shooting for 18. What? Nah, that's close enough.
Yeah. And here's the thing: the Bengals weren't going to give him 16, but that's honestly not.
No, I would not have given him that. No,
I'm
still waiting to hear what the hell Von Bell got, though.
Dean, he's trying to read. You know how hard it is for him.
I'm doing stuff for my show right now. Sorry,
guys,
because I've been looking at Twitter all day. I haven't been able to even set my show.
Guys, no. We made an agreement. Strawberry does not talk. He can look at his phone in case some news breaks up. That's the deal I made with him. But no. Pork Chop, you have every right to say to me, Greg, what the hell? Literally, I was leaving work and I saw that we signed Pratt back. I'm like, son of a bitch, because
all right. Who did you hear? You heard that? This is Amos from the Packers.
Is he any good or?
Solid, Adrian Amos. I think he went to Penn State. He used to be better. He kind of fell off the last couple of years, like off the top of my head.
Well, hopefully Mike Hilton gets that guy from.
You said Poyer.
Call.
Yeah, no Poyer. No, Dale.
Yeah, give me Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I still want the younger. Okay,
well,
so
he literally said he wanted to. Oh.
This is some of Bates' contract, which Tom told us 23 year one. And then Jerome, Jerome said total it's 4 years, 62 million. You get 23 million in year one.
Hell no. But Poyer,
23 million year one, 36 million first 2 years of the deal.
But Dale, Poyer literally said he wanted to play where he doesn't have to pay state tax, which is Florida. He was liking pictures of him in a Dolphins uniform. I'm like, well, there you go. Then he's not coming. I would love to have Jordan Poyer.
I want my wife to have a threesome with us and a supermodel chick, and I'd like to fucking make a couple $1 million still doing the same fucking job I do. But you don't always get what the fuck you want, do you?
I'd like my wife to have a twosome with me.
It's fair. It's fair, Pork Chop.
That is fair.
She watched our show the other day. She said I talked shit about hitting her with a fucking sledgehammer. Did I say anything about hitting her with a sledgehammer?
Honestly, you might have.
You might have. I don't remember.
Maybe I did. She swears.
I don't think you intentionally meant it that way. But
no, I don't even have a sledgehammer. That would imply that I had to use the fucker on something. Fuck that.
Maybe
no, like
that's
I said,
a fucking channel.
Wait, you don't have a sledgehammer within reach. You have everything else within reach of you.
Maybe your metaphorical sledgehammer.
Yeah,
you want to hit her.
I got channel locks. I got channel locks. That's because last night I had to open up my rubber cement, and it was stuck.
What were you? I'm afraid to ask. What were you going to do with rubber cement?
Once again, this segment of What Does Pork Chop Have in Reach is brought to you by Jackpot Joey. Jackpot Joey. You can go to jackpotjoey9.com to get all your Jackpot Joey needs. Your hats, your shirts, your flags, and Jackpot Joey beer. Currently not on the shelves. Hard to find. If you can find it somewhere, buy it. Jackpotjoey9.com.
Ocho Cinco with the golden mohawk. It's the only card I own. The motherfucker blocked me on Twitter. I don't even know what the fuck I did to his ass.
Why
did
you
to follow him with the fucking sledgehammer?
I guess. Like people say, who's your favorite Bengal player of all time? It's Ocho Cinco, hands down.
He blocked you.
Well, you know what? The only thing I can figure is Boomer blocked me, so maybe he blocked me. But I fucking earned it with Boomer
blocked you.
Because when Andy Dalton joined the team, you know, Boomer Esiason, who fucking hated on the Bengals all the time, talked shit about him, got on the bandwagon. He was like, this quarterback's not bad. He's doing good, and everybody should be glad, blah, 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 and the Bengals are good now. And I said, we don't need you on the fucking bandwagon, Boomer. You hated us for years. Get the fuck off. Blocked. That's the only reason I can see Chad block me. I got to see Chad at training camp or something and be like, please, bro, unblock me. And do shit.
Chad, please unblock me. Who's this crazy man?
I put out a plea on Twitter. Like Who Day Joe retweeted it for me. Didn't work. I guess Who Day Joe's fucking clout with Ocho Cinco didn't have any merit to it because I'm still blocked.
Yeah, and I would hope if he had clout with him, he'd come on our fucking show or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. He should. I mean, you know, you should. Isn't Malik right?
Hey, Jerry's wondering what you need. He's framing a door right now. What do you need, Pork Chop?
Real Dobbs just quote tweeted me when from when I had YouTube and saying get your own wide receiver. He said, sorry, not happening. What the hell are you talking about? We're not trading T. Higgins. Why would you quote tweet me on this? That literally makes no sense whatsoever.
Jeff, you're down a rabbit hole on your phone right now.
I'm like, well, I'm tweeting stuff about the show. You're beyond too.
Yeah. I am.
Yeah, you are. You got a link.
Hold on.
Be there.
Duke Tobin has awoken.
Yeah. Well, you got that ready? Because I'm just going to transfer that party right into this one. But oh, God, he's talking to his phone again. I was going to say,
45 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to go, and I'm going to have to, get me a little something. You guys can hold this down for 5 or 10
No,
minutes.
I was about to get off myself and all that and stuff. So
fine, Greg. Yeah.
That sounds like a personal problem, Greg.
I got a show at 7 too, you know.
We didn't.
He's kind of big time, all right.
That fucking Pratt signing must got you a bit more excited than you let
I was more excited because I wanted to go back to look at my phone still and all that, see what's going on.
I bet. You got some good shit on there, huh?
Absolutely.
All right, bye, Greg. Bye.
Take care, guys.
Joe, you were supposed to come on the show. You could be holding it down. You know, we have almost 40 viewers right now.
Oh, my God.
We don't ever have. This is like double our record.
Yeah. So, people want to know what the fuck's going on with free agency, and they know where to get their news.
I want to know what the hell's going on with it.
Well,
this is free agency.
We have been talking about it.
I know.
Free agency news and brews.
I've been listening. I was giving updates.
Yeah, I've been looking a lot less since I got on here with you guys. My phone was getting hot.
Well, I'm just going to
start. Hasn't died yet.
I'm just going to start reporting fake news. So
there's lots of that out here.
It doesn't matter. You can say yes or no to anybody. You know, watch this. Mike McGlinchey to the Bengals.
Ask me some questions about some players.
Well, what do you think about Mike McGlinchey?
I don't know. We'll see.
Jesse Bates is the 4th highest paid safety in NFL history.
Hey, let me ask you this, Dale. Serious draft question. I know, you're a good source.
Yeah,
what the fuck is the problem? What is the biggest fucking difference between man, I'm telling you, like, I don't scout people. I don't know.
I know you have a hard on for Darnell Washington. Is this about Darnell Washington?
He loves Darnell. He loves Darnell Washington, and Greg loves Michael Mayer. Both of them.
I'm saying Michael Mayer seems to me We already have Michael Mayer. Only he runs faster. His name's fucking Hayden Hurst. If
We
they
don't
sign
have him.
again.
He's not under contract.
Yeah.
If they sign Hayden Hurst, it's fucking the same as Michael Mayer. Why do we want to draft another guy who's the same fucking thing we have right now instead of choosing something that's different that we need, that is a monster fucking blocker who also has soft hands? He can't run a fucking route, but he can catch a ball.
You know we're drafting a tackle, right? So it doesn't. We're not. You're not getting either one of them.
Michael Mayer is a better blocker now coming out of college than Hayden Hurst has ever been in his entire life or ever will be.
Handyman Johnny's dad.
Like, now, obviously, Darnell Washington, yes, great blocker too. Don't get it twisted. Michael Mayer's production in college, which production does matter, so much more than Washington. Washington had 25 catches. It's just such a little amount. He almost plays stiff at times. Like, he's so damn athletic with his testing. I just expect more when I watch him. I expect more production. I expect more. And maybe you get that. Maybe you get that, but it is a huge roll of the dice that I'm going to get that based on what I've seen him do so far. That is, and I still have him at tight end too. Okay.
Yeah.
But I am just explaining why I have the other Mayer, not explosive, he doesn't test as well as the other guy, but it's just, he makes every damn tough contested catch. He blocks well. He does everything good, at least. I count on him as like, I know he's going to be solid no matter what.
Yeah.
Whereas
Washington, I just wonder because
I just don't know what he's going to be for sure.
The contested catches, though, because he can't create separation. That's what I'm worried about. When he gets to the NFL level, it's not college. So maybe that can't create separation comes to
Washington
not being able
don't
to get
either, though. That's the thing. Washington
Yeah.
don't create separation, and sometimes he should. And he's also like, or he could just do this because he's huge. Like,
yeah, because his hand's like fucking 10 foot in the air as soon as he puts it up.
But
Patrick
even like
Peterson
that,
signed with the Steelers too, by the way.
How you gonna come out and be loving on us?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, my fucking Twitter went off, and it was Patrick Peterson agreeing to a deal with the fucking Steelers. I thought he wanted to win. Why the fuck? Why the fuck would you want to go there if you want to win? Fucking Kenny Pickett. Maybe if you want to win in a few years, but he'll be 57 by the time that happens.
But that's just why I have Mayer. I think, day one he's going to come in and be good. Especially, we don't have a tight end right now. So
Look, I'm not going to be mad if we get Mayer. I'll be excited about it. I just feel like Darnell Washington, and you're right, it might not be year one, but I feel like he's going to be a fucking monster in the NFL. I hope he doesn't go to one of the other teams in our division.
I just think we have to draft a right tackle. I keep going back. I've said this, I've said it before we even got into this draft process. I said it halfway through the last season. We're going to have to draft a fucking right tackle if we don't sign one. So that's all I've been really hoping for, is us to sign a solid right tackle. At least somebody like a Luminor, or somebody that you think can be a starter this year. Because if not, you're going into that draft like, I better get DeJuan Jones. I better get Darnell Wright. I better get one of these guys, because the draft is not deep at tackle either. So you almost have to, whether you think it's reaching or not. Me, I don't think it's reaching. I think that's around where those guys should go, late first, basically second round guys. That's what they are.
Yeah, anytime that I do a mock draft and I don't pick one in the first round, the second round, they're usually all sucked up.
Yeah, it's not good. So I don't know.
I'm gonna throw these goddamn headphones away. These fucking bastard headphones.
My mic came in, by the way. Mic came in today. New mic looks just like the old mic.
I can tell you sound great.
It's not broken. Unlike that. Damn it. That's a guy we wanted too. Deals are flying in now. It must be dinner time. People are ready to go to dinner, so they're tired of fucking. They're getting the deals done, or going to wait until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okoronkwo from the Texans signed with the freaking Browns. Peterson to the Steelers. You hate to see both of those, because those are guys that I thought the Bengals could have taken. So that sucks. But there's still some D-line guys, but not that young. Because I'm still
Cincinnati hasn't signed anybody outside of just Pratt, right?
Correct. Which they said we're not going to be that active, but we're going to wait till. The whole thing with waiting is you don't know who the fuck's going to be available. And I mean,
a lot of big names are sucked up today. I mean, big names, but big
a lot
money.
A lot
we
are
weren't
left.
going to fucking break the bank.
All right, what'd I miss?
Peterson
You
signed
missed
with
Patrick
the Steelers.
Peterson went to the fucking Squealers.
What?
Okoronkwo from the Texans. The D lineman went to the Browns.
Jeez.
Pork Chop wants to make love to Darnell Washington.
We already knew
fuck
that
that
already.
motherfucker right now.
Yeah, we knew that already.
I grease him up, man. I get some of that big man. Let's go.
Oh my
But
God.
you couldn't handle that, cock. Fucking
Right.
since
Probably
you
not.
in on that monster, you couldn't handle that.
Well, I got a half hour till I have to do my show. I'm going to let you guys.
Fine, we'll just end it.
You don't have to end it. You guys
Never
can
had
talk-
this many viewers,
I
but
wanna-
it's
Man, what
fun,
the
Jeff.
fuck?
I want to eat dinner.
Where's your
You guys keep
priorities
talking.
at, Jeff?
I need to eat dinner. I'm hungry.
You can eat.
It's
Hey,
fine. It's fine. I'll go.
if Santori's taught us one thing and one thing only, you can fucking eat dinner while you're doing a show.
It's true.
I want to go talk to my
Man, you
wife
can
for
take
little
a shit while you're doing a show. You can have it going in
I
and
don't-
out.
Does it all.
bit. I don't really want to do that on the show at all. I don't want to go talk to my wife.
Well, we may do this again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good chance, just because there's going to be deals to talk about that come in late tonight.
Like I said, it's not like we're like leaving. We're going to come back on just on a different channel.
Yeah,
Like,
5:30. It's up
5:30.
40 minutes, you know. Maybe a
40
lot will go down. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
who knows? We'll see.
Deals are starting to roll in. That's what I was saying. I think people are like, we want to get the hell out of the building for the day. So you're either going to get deals or they're going to roll into tomorrow for the most part. You'll see one or two at night, but not usually.
Yep.
Let's
All
hope
right.
there's something get us
We
full
need a
chub.
safety. We need a safety.
We need a safety,
And a right tackle.
a tight end, and a right tackle.
That's my
Is that
And a
it?
right tackle.
my
Still
hope
need a
is
right
to
tackle.
be full chub by the end of the day.
And since Peterson's gone, Eli Apple's going to come back as fourth
Yeah.
corner.
Which I'm fine with.
I'm fine with that. Peterson's old as fuck anyway. Let's just start looking at the glass half full. He's fucking
Yeah, screw that guy.
old bastard.
Yeah.
I mean, what the
Yeah,
fuck
he's
we need
gonna
grandpa
suck
around here
anyways.
for?
We were saying that the whole time that we didn't even want him. We were saying that.
You know,
Yeah, I never
if
wanted
fucking
him.
Mike Brown's tight with the Gatorade, he's gonna be tight with the milk and magnesia too. We don't need his old
All right,
ass.
Good day, y'all.
Who
Peace.
knows?
Who they, baby? Let's go! It's time! Cincinnati, we gon' rise and up. In the jungle, we unite and up. Trippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move rockin' on? Now who wanna move crossing on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got